There we go, guys. Sorry about that. YouTube always trying to throw a monkey wrench. Let's see. Where's the chat? Where's the chat? All right, cool. Somebody send a message just so I know you guys are here. Oh, shit. Can you guys hear me? How about now, Alex? Can you hear me? I wasn't saying anything because. What's up, my guy? How are you? Another day in paradise. Sorry about that. There's software that you have to use in order to get around uh, recording your screen and YouTube at the same time. I'm sorry. Your screen and your camera at the same time. So when that gives me trouble, sometimes it happens. Bet me a dub. Bet me a dub. Where are you from? Jersey? I can't remember. Let's see. What's everybody looking at today? Gotta have your fruit. All right, let's get this show on the road. Let's put our big boys up. SPX, NQ. Tesla as always. Amazon as always. Nvidia. Have at it. I'm eating strawberries. Strawberries and nitro from Starbucks. I think it's 250 milligrams of caffeine, so I should be good to go. Steve, what's up, man? Mr. Miggs himself has entered the chat. let's see. All right, SPX, NQ, Tesla, Amazon, Facebook. Google's kind of boring right now. Let's look at Microsoft. And then, of course, Apple. Let me put some respect on Apple's name. Move Apple up to the front. Boom. All right. So, clear as day. We got a big push. Weird. CPI is what, 7%? I think it's much higher than that. But obviously, I'm not an economist, and I'm not really here to talk about my feelings on what inflation really is. But for whatever reason, we got to pop out of it. So we're above what was, we had several touches here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is our 12th time coming to this zone. Pre-market volume is it's notable, to say the least. I'll switch down to the hour in a minute, but we've broken this zone here. I guess I can throw this fib away. So obviously we got a crazy reaction off of this long-term trend line, which I've obviously talked about in many of these past videos. Look at this thing. Look how far back this goes. So I respected it. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the 5th time it touched. Suja, I'll look at F in a minute. Give me 1 second. That old boomer stock. Let's see. Let's get back to normal. So, again, we blasted through it. Next target. I mean, realistically, what does it have to be? Psychological 47.50, right? All right, let's look at NQ. This looks like it's headed to the golden pocket at bare minimum, right? The reverse GP. So we chopped around in this zone here, fake out breakout, came back down. This is a range. This is how we make money as traders. Is range and volatility. So let's turn this off. Boom. Give you guys more screen. So 16,000 psychological. Obviously, it's the next stop, but. If they're gonna revive tech, we're gonna bounce right back up to here, 16.4. It's almost a foregone conclusion. Especially if we blow past the GP, this is where we're going, and beyond. So. Damn it! I need to get a paper towel. Apple, of course. And all these were bear flags at one point too. I can delete this. That's not going to touch. All these were bear flags, up until right here. Bear flag got negated. We're over the ADMA on most of these names. I'm almost certain. Yep. Over the ADMA there. Over the ADMA here. Over the ADMA here. Let's go to Tesla. Just under the ADMA, but look at this channel. It's almost perfect. It's picture perfect. Wicked off the bottom of the channel, very similar to NVIDIA. I got to add NVIDIA here. Hold on. Wicked off the bottom. Gave us one of these. Set up a bull flag. Popped. Dropped. Hit the golden pocket. And now here we are at the top of the channel. So we have to see what happens next. It could be I can't call it a laggard. It's up 1% today, but the rest of the market can get going and Tesla, get going tomorrow. But let's drop down to the hourly and see what it looks like there. I'm never going to delete this wedge, by the way. This wedge was perfect. This falling wedge. I can delete some of these lines here. All right. What's this? 1075. Looks like notable resistance, but this is bull flaggy too. You know, if we get some volume, it can really get going. So for me, we're already above it pre-market. Well, it has to hold. So, you know, last time we've hit this area, look at we got here. I'll just draw them out for anybody looking. Last time we hit this area, this zone dropped. You know, went from 1080 to 980. So, need notable volume to push through. This is obviously some type of resistance. Could be today. Could chop around, but Apple 175s were getting swept yesterday hard. Well, it looks like they are in the money. Well, you know what the price was, Migs? Man, when they sweep Apple, it's almost like a dead giveaway, right? When they sweep Apple that hard, somebody wants. It's intentional. Sujay wanted Ford. Let me get to Ford real quick. I'm sure Ford is just one of those volume things where you can just play off of volume. Sujay, what are you trying to scalp or are you trying to swing? Bullish above 1080 with volume. You got to have the volume to go with it. K-Bar. I love Snap. I have that. I'm going to go down my watch list in a minute as soon as I finish this fruit. But Snap is low-key beautiful right now. I'll get to that in a second. Hold on. F looks like it's just going to ride the hourly ADMA for anybody playing. Another thing where if you get some volume, you know, this is scalper's paradise. Look at this. Look at this volume on the 5 minute if you're scalping. So if this can hold in the next 10 minutes, you can get in and open. But you have to be really good at scalping and not be faked out. I mean, look at this. Look at this 15-minute candle. Sheesh. Tested the ADMA a couple times here in the last 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and gave you a good bounce. Amazon, if you dare, if you like playing with fire. Oops, I made it do that. So, kind of channel. You know, I think 3400 obviously comes on a break of this channel, but you know, trying to front run it is dangerous too, just because it's so expensive. It can chop you up. Man, I was watching Amazon Premium a couple days ago. I think on Monday, or maybe it was yesterday. All the days blend together as traders, and Amazon price was going up and Premium was going down, and it's very weird. Facebook is boring. It's not really doing anything. Microsoft is intriguing. A lot of volume yesterday. Above the ADMA, I can play it. I can't play it below it. Got distracted. Did you say old portfolio to F it open? If you're good at scalping, man, yeah, it's a low risk, I guess. Yeah, just need the volume. It looks like the volume's there, but I'll save NVIDIA for last. Give me a minute. Let's look at Snap, because I did have Snap on mine. I'll get to Netflix too, Steve. Snap, you got a falling wedgie right here at the ADMA, man. Anything really above the ADMA. Today, it's already above the ADMA. Shit. I can't say that on YouTube. Damn it. So we're right here. Right here at the top of the wedge. Right here at open. I mean, this is beautiful. If volume comes in here in the first hour, this thing's gonna fly. First stop, 49. Probably 47. 49 might be a stretch. 45, 47, and 49 are the targets. Anybody know if there was flow on this? Snap should be top watch. For real. Look at the volume here, right before open. If this doesn't bear flag and it gets above the, oh, it didn't. I keep saying that, and it's clearly right here. I gotta turn this indicator on. This is a go. Let me look at the options chain on Snap. Oh, 1 second. Yeah, 45, 47, 49 are my numbers for are my numbers for Snap. Top play. Top watch. Algo had 44 calls. Well, Algo knew. For sure. I'll look at TSM and Lemonade and Netflix right now. Let's look at TSM. Taiwan Semi. Volume. You got the volume. RSI is high. A little hot. That could be good. Means people want in. People want in. Let's look at the hourly. I'd like to see more volume come in on the hourly. Good scalping opportunity, though. Above. Oh, wow. Look where it's going to open. Is that a gap up? No. Yeah, gap up. Wow. Everything's flying. I think this is one of those days where you concentrate on 1 or 2 names, 3 if you're really good, and you just play those. This has the makings of a trending day. You know, NQ is up 130, SPX is up 20 pre-market. I think you can trade with confidence. Yeah, Migs, I like Snap a lot, for sure. Let me open up the chain so I have that ready. Today's Wednesday, I can play weeklies. Let's see. Lemonade, LMND. Oh, look, I got drawings from a long time ago. What did I draw on Lemonade? One play, individual name, it would probably be if I'm not playing SPX. SPX looks like it's just on a collision course with 4750. I don't think you have to do much there. Let me delete these. Let me remove these. Okay, I'll get back to Lemonade. Let me just run through my watch list because my favorites are in here. Netflix has a possible. Oh, so Netflix is on there anyway. So Netflix possible. I don't know if it's a double bottom, to be honest, but I like where we're opening. So I think naturally, if tech is going, it wants to gravitate back up to at least above, you know, what was resistance, you know, obviously turned into support. So somewhere around there, somewhere around what's that, 565 eventually, maybe this week. Nvidia still going. We're at the middle of the trend line. Mario, I'll probably get into 40, 45 or 47s for Snap. Middle of the trend line, perfect bounce off the bottom of the channel, which coincided with the golden pocket. We got a nice bounce. Could this be? Yeah, this is going to be day 3 of buying. So, Nvidia, we can probably play 290, 295, 300s if you're a degenerate for next week. Disney is still a top play for me. It's just grinding up the 80 MA on the daily. We still have this gap fill. Sorry about that, guys. Apologies. We still have the gap fill, golden pocket. I think, it just naturally gravitates. So if you buy time, you should be all right. 565s this week and then 600 plus before earnings on Netflix would be welcome. Yeah, it would be. It's a long way to go. When's earnings next week? 8 days away. When's Powell talk? All right, let's get back. AMD. AMD's must-hold zone held. I know this is Andrew's name. How does it not get back to at least the upper trend line, 150? Another one of those plays where if you buy time and stay patient, it's as long as the market's trending, as long as we're trending, it should be fine. Banks have earnings next week. I think Monday, the 14th. No, Friday. Earnings on a Friday is always weird to me. It's always weird. I don't know what JPM's going to do. I think the whole talk of interest rates, them adding a time where they're going to raise interest rates, helped them to get up here, but I think it's just kind of cooling off now. So really, really unplayable in no man's land for me. Square is interesting. This is one of my top plays as well. We're gonna open above the trend line here in just a couple minutes. So we've broken we've had a daily trend change, like overnight. So we're gapping up. If we get a back test, it's another buy opportunity. But I think FOMO actually jumped into some 200s for earnings, which I really like. I had my eye on those. It's it's obviously 25% out of the money. It's pretty far away. But I think the risk, that was loud. I think the risk to reward is there. So no gap up on Snap. PayPal still has a gap to fill. Uber's a turd. Kind of just chopping. DraftKings I need to take off of my watch list. There's nothing here. Look at this. How do you play this? It's impossible. And we're back at Snap. Oh, I had that way off. Snap was not going to open up there. All right, so let's see what Snap does. Oh, wow. I just went up to go get napkins, and our lead has expanded. Let's see what SPX is doing. Oh, we're flying. I mean, it's on. We're on autopilot. You don't have to. You almost don't have to do much. Whoa, did I call this or did I call this? Look at this. Look at SPY. Throw that in the chat as a reminder. Well. Steve, did you have those 475? The SPY? I mean, this was, again, nothing is easy, but man, when you pull a fib top to bottom and you have a tail like this, this is the bottom. There's nothing, outside of really some harsh news, there's nothing that was going to supersede a tail like this and gap down. You can almost call the bottom on this every single time. Same here. Look at this tail. These are bottoms. You're going to push up. It's not. Excuse me. When buyers step in like, excuse me. When buyers step in like this, you can play with confidence. This is, this is what allowed me to draw the fib and say, hey, this was a real shot. This golden pocket was a real shot. I got you, Mr. Paper Hands. 1 second here. Copy. Is the link not on my channel? Hey, Mr. Paper Hands, why are you not subscribed? Let me ask him why he's not. He's not here yet, so why am I talking to him? Sujay, can you check Zoom? I can. CM. Give me a second. Okay. Zoom. It's getting above the 80 MA on the daily. Let's look at the hourly. Auto. Looks good. Looks good. First stop, 180. After that, maybe 185. Give me 1 second. Zoom looks good. Okay, so is anyone having trouble? Is this on my page? I'm getting text that it's not showing. Can anyone confirm? I guess I can confirm. Hold on. Looks like it's there. Hold on. Looks like it's there. Hold on. Looks like it's there. All right, back to business. Uh-oh. What happened? What happened? We got deflated. All right, let's check in. Yeah. Definitely some selling K-bar. Profit takers. They're savages. It's like, this is what I don't understand. You have, yeah, what a dump, seriously. You have, they know about CPI, they know about the numbers, they're clearly looking at them, then they pump the market, and then they sell aggressively right at open, Obviously manipulation, but We just have to wait it out. Let's wait the first 15 minutes and see what happens. Hold on. Snap is holding up. Let's see. Let's see. All right, let's take a look at Snap. SNAP. Any other tickers you guys are looking at? The volume still is kind of weak. I mean, I guess it's only 8 minutes in, so maybe it's not that weak. Let's give it a few minutes. This is beautiful, though, man. This is... What were the last two charts that we saw like this? We saw Tesla and we saw Roblox. Mr. Paperhand's Roblox. I'm starting to lose a little air here too, though. Are we waiting on anything else besides CPI? I think with a push like this, we can't chop around here too long. So like the market has to do something. So this goes back to picking those one or two names that you really like, and if you can find a pattern, if you can find a falling wedge, if you can find something right before a breakout and just keep an eye on it, it's worth noting. So Square again was a top watch for me yesterday. Really before close, drew this 1, 2, 3 ish touches, 4. You really need to see some volume come in on Square to get going here. And the first stop for me would be after 150. You got 160, 165. What's up, ND? Or not ND. This is that's Digswell, right? What's your take on trading the first 15 minutes? I don't do it. I close positions in the first 15 minutes, Digswell. But I very rarely open any positions in the first 15 minutes for this reason here. A lot of fake out breakouts. So all right, I'm charged up. I got my nitro. Little one's finally back in school. They got 3 weeks off. I've never heard of anything like this before. Oh man, just got a message to look into mRNA and Fubo. My goodness, I haven't typed in Fubo in months. Oh, there goes Snap. Fake out. Big upper wick. Wah, wah. I'm gonna look at Fubo first. Fubo made me a ton of money last year. I called the literal bottom. I know, Andrew. I know your name, bro. Come on. I called the literal bottom somewhere back here and bought a bunch of shares. I don't know, maybe 200 or 300 shares, and ran it up, and then sold some puts. And I feel like I should buy some Fubo, just in honor of Fubo. All right, let's see what's going on here at Fubo. Above the 8s. Tested the ADMA. You love to see stuff like this. So this is classic bull flag stuff. Bull flag. boom, boom, break. So now what you want to see is, get this out of the way so you can actually see it. You got a test of the ADMA. You got a big push. Now you want to see if it holds. Wow, Fubo got beat up bad. If you look at the chain, and you guys know I love dollar contracts, on a $15 name, you can probably find some 50-cent contracts that are only a couple bucks out of the money, expiring this week, and take your shot. You have the volume on the hourly. You got the retest. I think your stop would be a loss of the hourly ADMA if you really want to just hang out and let the play develop. Let me get my ugly mug out of the way. Again, you got the retest. I'm sorry. You got the test of the ADMA. You got the push. Do we come back and retest the ADMA? Might be worth an entry here at the 8. If it loses it, you cut it. But if you're looking for a good day trade and not, let me look at F in a minute, and not a swing, you can probably take something like this and let it develop over the next couple hours. Let's take a look at F. Let's look at it on the 15-minute. Spinning top. This is indecision. I couldn't play this. People are getting chopped up here in this one candle here. So there's someone who bought up here, who at 24.80, who bought some, I don't know, 25 or 27s. But look left. You guys got to look left on the chart. Look at this. Look at that candle right there. It's very similar. So it's acting as resistance as soon as it gets to that zone, that area. Pull it over a little bit. So what happens? Personally, you can't. Oh, you were kidding. Oh, maybe you were serious and now you're just kidding. I don't know. Either way, it's a good explanation. There's nothing to play here, short or long, until you can either get a big upper wick or you get a push above 20. Let's just say 25. Hold number. I just went to the link you shared yesterday. Oh yeah. Subscribe if you haven't. All right, cool. All right, let's look at Tesla. This is the way. You see it? That's his actual handle. But this is the way. Look at this. Look at this hourly candle. And I talked about this right here. It didn't like this zone. It chopped around here. The only time we really got above is when we got that huge gap up. This is a big tell for me. This right here. And then how it reacted here. So you get, it's almost like Back to the Future. If you look left, it'll tell you almost everything you need to know. If we don't get the bull volume to get, to really get going, how is it ever going to get to 1100? What else are you guys looking at? If it doesn't hold this here, it's coming back down probably to test the 8 first. NQ's giving it all back. It looks like NQ was up, 140 not too long ago. And now we're looking at 85 points. So it was a nice fake out. I have not looked at BA. BA is a big turd. Let me take a look at it for you. Oh, but remember what I talked about BA. Ugh. When it goes, it goes. Look at this. These candles. when you get volume, the only way to play BA, and this is in the manual, this is in the handbook. When you get volume, look at the volume. Look at the volume bars. Green, green, green. Anytime you get above average volume on BA, you can play it. And I can go back however far I want to go. Big volume. Well, I guess this is the only time it really faked out. But look at this here. Look at the volume here. You can play this all day long. This yellow line is average volume. You know, it's weighted. You know, the average. You got two and a half times the average volume on BA. This is an entry. This is a go. This is right at open too. This is what was that Monday after New Year? Boom. And it got going. And you could have played this until the spinning top, or until it tested the ADMA. But this is a big run. 203 to 210. That's a $7 move. Anytime you get big volume, you can usually play it. Today looks like one of the days you can probably wait for a retest of the 8. Might set up a bull flag. So I don't know if you're Landon. Are you trying to scalp, or are you trying to day trade it? You trying to swing it? What do you want to do? PayPal 185 puts. That's reasonable. Look what happened. Last time it was at 185. It bounced. So maybe you play the $2 move. And scalp for right now. Okay, give me 1 second. Maybe you play the $2 move to the downside and get out, but it looks like it's reversed. No, it's not a double bottom. Give it a minute. Maybe this is just a pop to set up a bear flag K-bar. I'd keep my eye on this because this exit volume is notable. Again, it hit the ADMA and rejected it very hard. You know, this really goes back to keeping your eye on the one or two names. So right here at open, no, that was yesterday. I don't have after hours on. Okay, so yesterday it was losing the ADMA, and this is something that you could have watched it open. And you know how I feel once it loses the ADMA. On a day trade or a scalp, you can play this. Keep an eye on this though, K-bar, because if it sets up a bear flag, you're going to see 185 again. So right now they're defending it, but I'm not sure I buy the pump, because this exit volume right here is so much, and I don't think it was the climax. Let's see. No, it's not a climax at all. Short the lower high. You know what Josh says. Yeah. What'd you pay for that? How much was that contract? Yeah, it's coming back down. This is going to set up a bear flag or yeah, be patient. If you got in cheap, just I wouldn't get faked out until it maybe gets to the ADMA, but I don't think it's going that far. 143. It's not a bad price. Landon wants to know about a BA scalp. Yeah, so I mean, there you go. It's gone. Look at BA, man. Wow. Someone unturted BA. Wow. Landon, that's a good call. It's a good look. That volume tells you, though. We talked about this last session. I remember it very well. It's going to 220, much more than that. What makes BA move like this? It's such a boomer stock. Like, I hate looking at this thing. ERX. What's ERX? What's their market cap first? market cap listed. I don't know if I can give you a proper analysis. Thank you, Mario. This is why I do it. I hope it is helpful. Man, BA is something that just check every morning, I guess. Just look for volume. Personally, I can't play it, but I think 4 or 5 times it showed us that you get that big bull volume, those big bull volume candlesticks, and boomers are smashing the buy button. 2 times oil ETF. Okay, so that's why there's no market cap. Yeah, I don't know. I've never looked at this. I don't know. How does it trade? I mean, it's respect to the ADMA. This is 35 to 30. It's a $3 move. This is all algo too. It's up there. It's in blue skies now. This all-time high. Yeah, you're an all-time high. You're too far removed from the ADMA to get in now. I won't say that. It's too removed from the ADMA on the daily for me to get in. Not, and I don't know what not for you, but for me, it's too far removed. Like XOM, I got it. I've traded XOM before. Last strawberry here. The dog's been quiet. I hope I don't jinx myself. I'm sure I did, but. Pretty quiet, huh? What else you guys looking at? All right, so Tesla held that line. If have added is still here. Oops. Shit. Might get going. Just needs its volume's coming in. 35 minutes left on this candle. It's at average right now. Nice gap up on Google. Let's look at Google long term. Bear flag has been negated. So the chance of a bear flag is no more. That's gone. We're above there. Next stop for Google 29.28. Just a slow grind you can kind of expect. Yeah, looks like it's rejecting 1085. What's NVIDIA doing? NVIDIA doesn't like the ADMA for now. We just started. It's a long day. Apple's moving, huh? Sitting above the 8. Where's 1085? 1085 is right here. Yeah. So have at it. Look at that's 1085 is this candle right here. Boom. It's that wick. That upper wick is 1085.01 and 1 penny. All right, so we're here again. Let's see what happens. BA paid. You are more than welcome. Volume. Can't stress it enough. Price and volume, the two biggest things as traders that we need to focus on. You know, if I take away the name, I could probably, if I did this, I'm gonna show you guys something. Wow, 221. I could have scalped that. If I take away the name, I just took away the name BA, and I don't look up here, I can trade this. You know, look at this hourly candle. Drop down to the 15. So just disregard the name as a whole. Volume bar here. Fake out. Came back down below. And just ran. And here we are. Just ride the ADMA. Like a surfboard, huh? It's a $5 move. You know, say you swing something. I guess close was kind of ugly yesterday, so faked out a lot of people. But, you know, the pre-market volume told you everything. Look at that. Thing of beauty. I'm glad you made some money, Landon. Oh, mRNA. I'm sorry, Andrew. mRNA. Don't like it. I don't like the wicks. I don't like the wicks above the... I don't like the wicks, below the ADMA. Above is fine, I guess. But I don't like this candle. I don't like this hourly candle. What's Fubo doing? Fubo looks like it wants to go. 30 minutes left in the candle. Let's look at a smaller time frame if you're scalping. Tested the ADMA. If you held, probably fake some people out, but it looks like it wants to go again. That volume's coming back for more. Bull flag consolidation here. Break above 1560. Probably sends this thing to 16 very fast. The dog's awake. I spoke too soon. I bought him a new bed. It's about the 7th bed I bought him. He destroys them all. Choose through them. Let's look at Apple. Apple's on cruise control. You don't need to do anything. I can, without even looking at the chart, I can tell you this is riding the ADMA. Wow. Migs, you still on here? 280 on your SPY lottos? What strike? Amazing. 475. Wow. I looked at those too. Give me 1 second. What else are you guys looking at? SPX back at it. How do we not get to 4750 psychological number? NQ is destined for 16. You know, we're right there. It's just, it'll be interesting to watch what happens at the GP. So, you know, we usually play the GP the other way. You know, it goes the opposite way. But are we going to get a bounce and head back this way? That's the question. Need volume to blow through it. It's one of those things that rarely happens. If it doesn't happen in the first 30 minutes, it's the things that happen after hours, pre-market. Let's look at small caps. RTY. Everything looks good, man. Everything looks good. The market likes up. I should put that on a shirt. Let's look at SHOP. I haven't looked at SHOP in a long time. That's another abusive stock. Up 1%. We got volume. I don't like this candle. Let's look at the 30-minute. All right, so you got volume on the 30. It could come back and retest and still be green. So 1163. That still keeps it. That still keeps SHOP green. Someone wants up. You know, you don't hit the buy button and keep it up like this if you don't want it to go. Watch for a test of the ADMA here. If you're scalping, if you know how to scalp SHOP, but it's equally as abusive as Amazon. All right, you guys got to give me just give me like 30 seconds to let the dog out. Okay, I'm back. Hey man, get away. You've come to steal the show again, haven't you? Boy, you're a good dog. Let's see. Good boy. He's just sitting here. It's very well trained now. What are you eating? Hey, open. Oh, he ate something. I'll send him to Migs if it's too bad. Sit. Good boy. Can you guys see him? Let's see. Can you say hi? Say hi. He's full of character. What's that, man? What's up, dude? Oops, shit. Stop. All right, enough of that. We've had super light days on these lives. Let's check in with SPY. Stop, dude. Stop. Hey, stop. Square doesn't have it. At least not today. I don't like the price action. Yeah, it's Square's not really playable until it breaks and holds this trend line. We at least need an hourly trend change at bare minimum, an hourly trend change, but a daily is much better. If we can get a daily trend change, at least start to make its way up, start making some higher highs and higher lows. Miggs is cursing Snap. What does Snap do? Let's see what Snap's looking like. Oh, yeah. It's disappointed. Sujay, you were very right. Okay, so Sujay pointed out something and I touched on it just a couple seconds ago. It does look weak, and that's why I said that the move is going to happen. Like, if it didn't happen the first half hour, it'll happen after hours. But we haven't just blown through the golden pocket, and that's intentional. 1% day. If we can melt up, if we can just get a nice melt, up in past the golden pocket, but it's going to need force. I don't know if a melt up is going to do it, because if it just melts, it's just going to reject. No, I mean, I don't know if you're too soon. I think its intent is to get to the golden pocket, and then it decides from there. I could be totally wrong. I mean, we could melt up, but it's it's the golden pocket for a reason. It bounces typically. SPX though, on the other hand, you got Banks green, you got Apple green. You're not going to sell. You're not going to sell SPX. You're not going to sell SPY. As long as those two are running. JPM and Apple. So if JPM is running, the rest of the banks are. Yeah, you got everything running except for Bank of America, and they're turds. They deserve to be down. GS is down, which is interesting too. GS market cap might be bigger than JPM's. 133 billion. No, they're not. My bad. JPM dwarfs them. Retail. Yeah, this is it's going to be a green day for SPX for sure. And we'll see what tech does. It's flying. It's at 60. Oof. Yeah. So we got to see what happens at the golden pocket between 16,043 and 16,088. Sit. Stop. So we know they're going to at least take it to the golden pocket. Oh man, Tesla's gone. Yep. Trending day. Have at it. Where you at? Roblox. Guess I have to redraw. That seems appropriate right there. You guys feel free to draw these too if you want. That looks about right. Still trapped under the ADMA though. I think the risk to reward is there though. K-bar, 60 cents for a $12 move. That is most definitely 3-1, my friend. Especially if we get tech to continue to run. I like it. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's draw a Fibby Fib. We're at the 707. Let's see how it reacts to the 707. I mean, my gut tells me that SPX is an NQ, so you know we've seen many days where it'll just melt. But 707 is 47.50, which is what I've been saying all morning. But it's so early in the day that we can melt. We just have to wait. Above 47.50 will be confirmation that we're just gonna slowly melt up. We don't need a reason to go up, is what I always say. Mr. Paperhands is right. It is consolidation day for Roblox. I will set an alert for above the ADMA. Create. I still. Wait a minute. All right, let me get it above the ADMA. Above 91 for me. No, I'll take that back. We'll take it right at the 8. We'll take it at 90. Alert me at 90.05. Cool. That'll at least allow me to play it to the upper part of the wedge. 94 bucks. Bare minimum. And at that point, you should be trimming and mostly out of your position, just in case it rejects. And if it blows past it, you add on. And if it retests, you add on. And I think people are scared to add to a position that they're winning already, like paying more for a contract that they paid, significantly less for. Mario, you thought it was yours? My bad, dude. Is my mic that loud? Yeah, it's like as soon as I hit a set alert, it went right off. That's kind of funny. You guys don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. When I look at the numbers, it's actually like 70% of the people who watch the videos are subscribed, and I am forever grateful for that. They say everything changes once you get 100 subscribers. In addition to getting my custom URL, I guess the algorithms put me on the main page too. So just able to reach more people and look at more tickers. Like I'm so boring and basic. I only look at a handful of tickers, day in and day out. You see my watch list. It's it's your name brand stuff. And I really don't even look too much further past like Square, because the rest of these are turds. I gotta update this. Like QS, I don't even pay attention to. Fiverr's a turd now. I can remove that. It's just Jeff. No, these guys have thrown out good stuff. Roblox consolidation, if you like that. Are you looking for day trades? Are you looking for swings, or what are you looking for? What names are you looking at? I can go over those. Look what happened with the 0.707 though. You want me to zoom in? Does that help? Fibs work. Oops, wrong way. Fibs work. To the penny. So we'll see what happens. Consolidation chop here. Swings. You're looking for swings. Well, let's help Jeff out. Let's chart some swings. Roblox is one. I don't like square until it gets above here, so keep an eye on that. So draw this, Jeff. Take the daily, take the hourly, and just draw a trend line. And you want big bull volume to come in, and you want a candle above here, let's say on the hourly. And you just want it to hold. You want it to hold, maybe going into close, above 150, 150.50. And maybe you can swing that. Apple looks like it's on a mission. Let me delete that. To at least head back to all-time highs. Big bull volume here on the hourly. We get some chop here, and it just does, something like this until it decides to go. Yeah, man. AMD was a really, really good buy. Again, that's one of Andrew's names. He plays that. He watches that. AMD, I like it 150 if chips can get going. If if tech holds up, but they're stalling, I guess, maybe here at 16,000. But if we continue to melt up, we're above the 80 MA. We got nice, solid bars running up. If you caught this SPY play here, this was a beauty. Threw this one out yesterday, just kind of as like on a whim. So there's a good chance we at least get back to the golden pocket. We've exceeded that. No, we're right at it. We're at the 707. SPY is always, like, especially if you're new, chart SPY. We talk about this in the SPX thread. If you're new to this, just chart SPX, chart SPY. Chewy. Let's see what Chewy. When's their earnings? I got earnings a long way away. March. I'm not a huge fan of it because this is technically a bear flag. I wouldn't play Chewy until it's above the 80 MA, and you get good volume. Because this can break bear. Actually, I don't know how much more lower it can go. Let's see. What's below this? We have nothing below. You got to go back to 45. That's a stretch, though. I would imagine that the bottom is pretty close to being in, Jeff. If you can be patient and wait just a couple days, maybe even next week. I think the selling might be done. You got the RSI down in the 30s. Here's another like really, really low risk thing to look at, and maybe you can do this on FinViz. I don't, but maybe there's a way to look it up. Just look for stuff with low names that are in the low 30s on the RSI, and just chart those out, because usually you can find a bottom when you're in the 30s, because people have to buy at some point, But you want to do it on big names, market cap above 10 billion, 15 billion. This is a decent sized market cap, so I have to believe that the bottom is close to being in here on Chewy. If you want to take a starter position, let's look at the options chain. CHWY, a month out. So that would be, we'll look at the February 11th contracts. What's Chewy at? 49. It's priced like they know it's going to move. And I know that's like super vague and technical, but you know, a $5 move is a dollar and a half. You know, a 10% move is a buck and a half. That's pretty expensive for a month out. So that leads me to believe that market makers think that it can move when you have something as expensive as this. You know, if you want to pay a little bit more and be safer, you know, the 51 is, you know, anywhere between 252 and 278. You can probably negotiate. Worth looking at though. Have I tried using MFI? No, what's MFI? What about Tesla? I mean, Tesla's doing Tesla things. It's at 1098. We knew if it held 1075, it was going to run. And here comes 1100. Money flow index, similar to RSI. Huh. I will write that down. I gotta check that out. Apple's just cruising. Hit 177. Might be a double top. I don't have my glasses on. Let me throw my glasses on. I know better. Keep an eye. There's really nothing going on. NQ looks weak. It looks weak. A lot of indecision. Amazon held the 8 on the daily. It's an interesting candle on the hourly. Facebook. I guess I can get rid of this. Nothing's moving. We're pretty flat. Netflix was positive at one point, right? Yeah, what am I missing? What happened to my One of my indicators are gone. Oh no. Pivot high, low. What happened? Oh no, this is devastating. Oh wow. What do you think of AMD swing with Q's strength? What strike? I'll fix this later. Why didn't you guys tell me my indicator was gone? Oh my god, it's not gone on all of them. I really like that one. Give me are you in a position currently, Josiah? If not, then I'll start from scratch while I look for this. Pivot high low. Wow. I got worked. If it gets strength, I see 150. I see it testing the upper trend line. I'll get to that right now. I'll just show you. All right. I look at this candle here, 141. So I would say anything above 140, 140, 150. Oh no, 142. 142 brings 150. I wouldn't play it for a swing until it got there. We've had 1, 2, 3 big jumps. So we got $14 in 3 days. So we can expect some consolidation. The more we consolidate, the lower that trend line gets. So that's something to be mindful of. So just here for visual perspective, excuse me, I'm sorry. If we just do something like this, then that trend line is lower as opposed to, us getting a straight shot up to 150. So we have 3 days of this nice big bull volume. We're consolidating now. Looks like we can chop around. And the longer we chop around, the lower this trend line gets. So I would play it, whatever contract you're looking at, draw this out. And this is actually just a line because it's 2 touches. Remember, 3 touches makes a trend line. 2 touches is just a line. So you're looking for that third touch. Write that down. Someone take a voice note of that. 3 lines makes a trend line. So you want that third line to be the next one, the next move up. So consolidation, then boom. So maybe 145, 147, somewhere around there. Let's see what the premium looks like. AMD for next week. 145s are 211. So they would have to. We would need NQ to actually do something. So it's rejected. I said NQ looked weak, and since then it's dropped 25 points. SPX rejected the 707. So we're right back down lower. But again, it's just drawing the fib. It opened if I can't remember when I drew this. I know it was at some point after open, but if I didn't, if I had drawn it, then my trade plan for the day would have been, if we opened here, my trade plan for the day would have been to play somewhere in the golden pocket. So just, go long until this rejects. The golden pockets are powerful. They use them, and if they use them, we should use them. So we're right back down on NQ. We're now down 50 points since I said it looked weak. be mindful of that. Apple is still going. It still has strength. We'll see for how long. SPY looks like it's starting to give a little bit back. Let's see. Got a nice swing. K-Bar loves Costco. But this is what I love about traders. You find the names that you know and that you know well, and you play those. Yeah, K-Bar. So look where it rejected, right? So it's the exact same as SPX. So look where it rejected, right? The golden pocket. Just flip it over. Turn your phone upside down, and just pretend that we usually play bounces from the upside. So now we're just all we did is flip it around. We usually get a golden pocket bounce like. Let's see if I can find one. We usually get a golden pocket bounce. Here, I'll just draw one out. Oops. So everyone is used to seeing something like this, and then a bounce here. But what happens, when we get the bounce, it does this. So all we've done is just we've reversed it, if you flip that over, all we're getting is it's the same thing. It's just in the opposite way. So the golden pocket is going to act as a bounce. Yeah, just flip the chart around. That's it. So 707 on SPY, 707 on SPX. That's. Oh, alt-I. Thank you, Andrew. I knew someone had the answer to inverse the chart. All right, so I saw someone do it too, and I couldn't remember how. All right, alt-I. Wait a minute. So that's what it looks like, right? So we're used to seeing boom, right? Thank you so much for that, Andrew. Alt-I. So that's all I did. It's doing the same thing, just in reverse. So we have a nice range for the day. What's this? About 4,700 to. So we have a 35-point range. It's decent. Still very early in the day. Got some new subs. Thank you guys for subscribing. Jeff is one of them. Appreciate that. No Bakchad. It rejected the 707. Copy charts. What's Tesla doing? Tesla's still up. Not doing what the market's doing. Order breakfast time. Getting a bagel or what, bro? Tesla's going. Money has to go somewhere. NQ is bleeding. Why I didn't take a no, I'm not taking any trades. Have at it. Not while I'm live. I mean, I guess I could. It's slow, but it's hard enough trading as it is. Really hard doing it in front of people, and because then other people take trades with me, and I'm in and out of trades so fast. My mind changes very fast the way I look at things. So if someone's not quick enough, then we'll get there. Though I guess we'll get to the point where we are taking trades live. But a short position would have been nice. You guys know I love playing the short side quickly. Let's look at contracts though. I always like looking at those. $3.85. QQQ 385 puts opened at 21 cents and they're now 55. That would have been nice. Yeah, it really rejected. Huh. I should have been paying attention. NQ almost down 100 since I said it looked ugly. Oh, DAWC. I think you have at it. I saw that a couple of days ago that you subscribed. We're under the ADMA on NQ. Take a look at that. Big upper wick. So they're going to Donnie's SPAC. Let's take a look at the hourly. It is going. I don't like these wicks, but every time you got an upper wick, it just pushed higher. So maybe some news is coming. I don't know. Okay, bar. Have at it. I have a feeling you have a trading group of buddies who all you guys do is chat all day. Where are they at? Bring them in here. Have them throw some tickers in. That one. The Qs are losing it. So is SPX. Let's look at the hourly. It's respecting the 8 though, so it's not like it's nothing dire, It's just cooling off. But lose the ADMA and then we'll have a different conversation. Completely different. I can delete some of these. BIBB. That's biotech, isn't it? Biotech goes wherever the CEOs sell. But let's take a look at the chart. That's ugly. DNT. Don't touch this. Don't touch this. It looks like snowflakes that are raining. This is an ugly candle. What do you do here? This isn't even like crazy volume. Yeah, I wouldn't touch this with the 10-foot pole. Is this the company that said they had the cure for Alzheimer's? Was this them? And then fake the data or something like that? It's really hard to play biotech, man, because everything is fraudulent and it depends on a study. So like, you get a study that comes out, it's positive, and then they come back and they do a peer review and they're like, oh yeah, actually it wasn't that good. Really hard to play. Tesla's down 6 7 since NQ faded. Apple's giving some back. If SPX goes red here, I'm gonna take a trade, but it has to go red. Has to go red. Yeah, BIBB is not something I'm touching. We lost the ADMA on SPX. All right, I'm looking at some puts. Turn down this thing because I know as soon as I confirm an order. SPX. I don't want to go to Gen. I can't go expiring today. Those are too expensive. SPY. Let's look at SPY. I like the 469s at $1. No, they're not $1. I was looking at the wrong deck. I don't like the premiums. $469s are $217. Yeah, BHVN. That's in my Robinhood, which I don't look at. Oof, I'm getting slaughtered though. Jesus, I might have to sell. Yeah, BHVN was again, that's bio, so you're good information there, and then what happens. CEO sell. This is ugly. This is a good time to exit. Let's draw a fib now. It's probably the 0.382. Nope, blew past that. So last line for BHVN to remain bullish is the 0.5, which it looks like it's headed to. It doesn't like the ADMA. It lost it. I mean, it's just naturally going to gravitate here. Probably the golden pocket. You lose the golden pocket and the trade's done. Give me 1 second. Dog needs to be let out. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, quiet. Here I come. All right, I got treats for him this time, so let's see if he stays. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. All right. Trading and training. Same time. All right, cool. All right, let's look back at SPX. So we got a bounce. Reclaim the 8. Good thing I stayed away from those puts. I didn't like the price of them, but market makers knew, apparently. Sit. Good sit. Good boy. Good boy. Any more tickers? What are you guys looking at? Let's look at Tesla again. Tesla looks good. It's outside they broke the channel. HD. Let's look at HD. All right, sorry about that. Hourly. Gap was filled above the 80 EMA. It'll probably test the 8. Don't like the daily. I don't like the volume. Get down, dude. Sit down. I don't like this candle. It was shot down from 393, so it's down $4. Didn't accept it. You know what I say? Just wait for it. Wait for volume. Wait for a solid close above the 8, and that's when you know algos are turned on. Look for an ER play though. Look for something for earnings. Look at every time HD's had earnings. Look at this here. Oh shoot. Look at this here. So boom, earnings, boom, earnings, boom. So maybe after earnings starts running up, because that's what it seems to do. But you can probably front run it. I mean, you got two of the last 3 earnings. It jumped up. So earnings here, you got a decent pump and then a dump. Went from 320 to 300. Recovered midway right before earnings. So this was the earnings run up last time. Dumped right before earnings. This is so sick. 335 so shed $20 and then they reported and then boom, ran off. So excuse me. Yeah. Look for K-Bar. Look for a nice earnings strike and DM me, and we'll see if we can come up with something. Maybe something to swing. That's a Dow name, so we shouldn't get chopped up too bad. But I really like it above 395. Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. Force quit. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Give me 1 second. Yeah, HD looks like it's gonna lose it. It's a big upper wick. Something to keep eyes on though. Let me set another alert there too. 395 set alert. Hey, come here. What else you guys looking at? Let's hop back on the Discord and see what's going on there. All right, so we're close to going red on both NQ and SPX. And that would be notable. Watch for it. Let's drop down to the hourly. Yeah, so we lost the 8 on the hourly again. What are all these lines? Let's delete a lot of them. I do not like clutter. All right, so anybody who knows how to play the downside, knows entries and exits, this is a good entry for a short. So if I drop down to the 30 or the 15, it's tried it, it's lost it. It popped up. Let's see. Yeah. Let's take a look. Wow, they're so expensive. Even with 2 days out, they're $250. They think this thing's gonna. They think it's going back down to 4,700. It's $250 for basically at the money. So premium that's that expensive, market makers are pricing in. So if they're pricing in that move and it's that expensive, they really think it's going to get there. So my money is probably on a dip below 470. It's a slow bleed. Yeah. As soon as the 8 is lost on the daily, it probably flushes. That's a big upper wick, and it wicked right off the 707. This is textbook stuff. Tesla fake out breakout. That's what it did. Hit 1100. NQ couldn't get 16. It's down 140 points. I'll go back and chop this video up. But when I said it looked weak, like it literally turned around right there and said, nah. It didn't have it. It didn't NQ didn't have it. It was fake from jump. Just kind of slow melted. Remember I kept saying, I said if it didn't have the energy to blow past the golden pockets, of blow past 1600 the first 30 minutes to an hour into the day, then it wasn't going to do it. Outside of the first half hour, if we weren't going to have a trending day, then it would have had to do it after hours or pre-market. But yeah, it's not there right now. Everything's down. What were we looking at? We were looking at all kind of stuff. Netflix looks ugly. What's BA doing now? I'm just curious. Big upper wick. Back down to 218 after hitting 221. And Tesla full on reversal. it's we're probably just gonna ping pong the rest of the day. I don't I'm not expecting some big sell off, some big correction. Google's up. It's like a safe haven for money. Bear flag negated. Sit. Good boy. Uh-oh. Sit. Good boy. I got nothing else for you. Chop, 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 chop. We're just chopping. Are there any patterns out there? Anybody see anything? Get down, dude. You're so needy. Down. Oops. Shit. Move. There's nothing here for you. Apple's under the 8. 15. That's a 15-minute scalp. Double top. Lost the 8. It's probably not much premium there, but here it goes. Looks like it's going to break under. Stop, dude. Move. Uh-oh. I lied. What's the 5-minute look like? Bet that looks crazy. Oh, when I was scalping. So here we'll run through a scalp scenario. Let's do a replay. And boom. All right. So you got a double top on the. Let's just pretend that this is live. Get down, man. That's so needy. All right. So we're playing live. We're watching. Here, I'll pause it now. We're watching the 5-minute. We see the double top. We see the test of the 80 EMA. We see it twice. We see a big upper wick. Our option chain should be open. We should be watching it at this point. We should be looking to maybe play some 175 puts. Because, again, we've double top. We've tested. This is kind of bear flaggy. We're also exhausted. Big upper wick. So, boom. We're looking at 175 puts. And we're only entering on a break. 5-minute candle close below the 80 EMA. All right, so we're going to play. Boom. Next candle. We should be in at this point. This is a lot of volume. It's a big candle. So we should be in our 175s. It's at 176.29 right now. And this is probably a 4 or 5 minute trade, nothing more. Boom. So look at this. We get more downside. So now we're close to, we're at 175.98. Another few minutes we'll be in the money. We've got our first candle close below the 80 EMA. Here's our second one. We should be looking to scale out. Boom. This candle right here, you should be mostly out. Maybe leave a runner. More downside. More downside. Eventually you should be out at the double bottom right here. Get down, man. And this is a perfect scalp. This is probably a 40 or 50% play. But again, You're watching the double top. You're watching the 2 tests of the ADMA. Big upper wick, boom, next candle you're in. You're in as soon as it breaks. 176.48. Wait for the double bottom, capitulation, and for it to reverse. So now you've made lower highs and lower lows. You double bottomed. Now you're going to make higher highs and higher lows, unless it bear flags. But, you know, that's a $1 move. If you're playing weeklies, it's you know, a 40 or 50% play. Man, I might get back to scalping. I haven't scalped in so long, especially individual names. But stuff like that is free on days like this. That's free money. You guys remember when I used to do the scalps, and I used to do the recaps, you know, what I was looking at, just similar to what I did. And you know, when I'm sitting here, when I'm not recording, when the camera's not on or the screen recorder's not on, this guy's distracting. I am talking to myself just like that. Like everything I just talked through, I'm doing the exact same thing. He wants to get on the Shui chart. Man, this guy is he is a big baby, man. He is, I mean, he's spoiled as can be. He's spoiled as can be. No. I wish dogs could talk. Gave him a bath yesterday. Look at his coat. I don't know if it translates onto screen, but this guy's coat is amazing. Watch Apple here. It seems like it doesn't like the ADMA, so there could be more downside. Man, that's a perfect scalp. I'm gonna look at the. Stop, dude. Stop. I'll pull up the options chain, and we'll look at it in real time. Let me just get him out of the way. Go. Here. Sit. Good boy. Good sit. Sit. Stay. All right. Let's pull up Thinkorswim. Let's see if I can pull this in here. AAPL. For educational purposes only. Boy, that would have been a fantastic scalp. I promise one day I'll be able to do these live. You know, I'm really just focused on watching the candlesticks while I'm on here. I don't want to do anything stupid in front of you guys. So Apple, what did I say? 175. So we're at $1.43. The low was 77. Stop, man. Okay, you're gonna go away. I'll be right back, guys. Come on. Back in time. All right. So I will show you exactly what a premium chart looks like on Thinkorswim. I wonder how I detach. All right, so, oh shoot. One second. Oh, Apple's gone, huh? That would have been in the money. Yeesh. No doubt digs well. Really, it's what I do best. Look at it go. Oh my God, we would have made so much money. Oh, it's bleeding. All right, next week, man, we're scalping live. No more pussyfooting around. We're gonna scalp live next week. It won't be today because we're almost at the end, and I don't believe in chasing anything. We're gonna watch these. We're gonna watch double tops next week. Someone write this down and remind me in the Discord, please, in the SPX chat. We're gonna watch for double tops, tests of the ADMAs and breaks. We're gonna play downside because for me, it's easier to play downside than breakouts. Breakouts fake a lot on a day like today. Oh man. SPY went red. SPX went red and NQ went red. I'm getting excited. Oh, I'm getting excited. Oh, this is what we came for. Excuse me. I squandered away a big opportunity. I'm gonna pull up the chart though. I'm gonna pull up the premium chart. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what the premium looks like, because they have charts just like the tickers do. The problem is Thinkorswim stinks with charts. Mr. Paperhands uses this stuff all the time. I don't know how he does it. How do I reset this thing? God, I hate this. All right. As soon as I figure out how to, like, I lost the chart on Thinkorswim. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Okay. I got it back. It's really ugly. Thinkorswim has to get better, man. It's like, this stuff is archaic and it shouldn't be this way. They take too much money in commissions for it to be this ugly. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get some live scalps in. 100%. Hey man, I don't know how to use this thing. Can someone come over and show me how to use? I agree. I agree 100%. They should absolutely connect the two. But in this case, so Thinkorswim has charts, obviously just like TradingView does. But you can also, if you copy and paste the details of the contract into the charts section of Thinkorswim, it'll give you. Okay, I give up. This is dumb. It'll give you like the price action of the actual contract and its value. So this would have been a beautiful play. I'm determined to show you guys what the value was of the contract right here. That was at 710. Yeah, 710. 715. What are you guys seeing over here? Well, the problem with the live scalp is there's a 7-second delay on YouTube, so it's one of those things where you'd have to manage yourself. So, if a scalp gets to 20%, you're kind of on your own. I can't like you're gonna get a different fill than I am, just because of the 7-second delay. And it might be better, it might be worse, but just know that after 25%. I am most likely out of my position. Not all of it, because I'm waiting for the exit signal. So in this case, the exit signal for me, the first one would have been actually I would have been all out on the. I'm not gonna lie. I would have been all out here on the double bottom, because as soon as it starts to reverse here, double bottoms usually hold. Like here, you look at this double bottom, it completely gapped up. I would have been all out here. I wouldn't have expected this here, especially on Apple, but, someone would have held. All right, I'm going to try and pull up this again so that we can look at it together. If you guys are still watching, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, please. Subscribe if you're sitting here. It doesn't look like there's many people here, but subscribe if you haven't. Send it to a friend. Take your girlfriend's phone. Subscribe from her phone as well. Your parents. Everybody. Oh, I know how to do it. Okay. All right, cool. All right, we're close. I figured it out. Let me just remove some of these studies, as they call them, on. I don't want the open interest. I want price. I can remove the apply. All right, cool. All right. So I'm going to drag. I'm going to drag Thinkorswim over here. All right, cool. All right, so I'm going to drag this whole window over here. All right, so 7:05, right? I guess I got to do it side by side. Excuse me. Oh man, this is so sloppy. I'm not as savvy as you guys think I am. All right, cool. So we'll say 7:15, right? So here was 7:15. So this is our double top. This is when we should be watching. 77 cents on the contract, right? And this is weeklies, 175s, okay? 7:15, we're keeping an eye on it. 7:25 is when we should be eyeing the contract. 7:30 is when we should be in, okay? So 7:30, we'll scroll over to 7:30. So at 7:30, we could have got in at 89 cents, okay? So someone get your calculator out. So we're in at 89. I said I most likely would have got out at the double bottom here, and that was at 750, so a little bit more than the scalp. So 89 to 750. So we're at 138, right? 138 minus 89, 49 minus. So that's better than 50%. It's like 52%. I don't know, what is it? 49 divided by 138. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, that's textbook scalping. You know, we're eyeing it. We don't jump in at the double top, or at least I don't. Some people do, but you would have got faked out, probably on this bounce here and a subsequent move back to 177. So I always wait. I always just wait for this candle here. I wait for at least the break. Sometimes I wait for the entire close, but on volume, and a break of it, I'm usually in, because it's intent. There's intent here. Double top, 2 touches, you break it. The minute it breaks for me, I'm in. And again, that was 7:30. 7:30. Yep, 89. Let's just say 90 cents, and I would have exited at 7:50. At a 50 cent profit. 50 cent profit. So, you know, that's a quick 50%. And it's literally how I scalp. That's my textbook, that's my playbook for almost all scalps to the downside. That's a 20-minute trade. Wouldn't have been faked out. And I had a clear entry and I had a clear exit. My clear entry was, let me pull you guys back up. My clear entry, it wasn't here. You know, it was 20 minutes later. But I'm eyeing it. Once the double top happens, and you got to remember SPX started to give. So let's look at that. Let's look at where SPX was at 7:15. Yeah. So SPX is losing it at the same time. Here, let me make this a little bit bigger. SPX is losing it at the same time, double top. So it's the same thing. It's textbook. SPX loses it. So you're eyeing both at the same time. And this is why I say it's easier to play the indices. You know, if you're just learning to trade, it's easier to play the indices than individual names. And this looks exactly the same. Where's Apple? Right? 15-minute, 5-minute time frame. Right? This is identical. Ray Charles can see this, right? It's the exact same. Double top, a knife through the ADMA, knife through the ADMA. Didn't accept. So what happens now? Remember that SPY 469 I said was priced in. They said it was priced. It was so expensive. A $1 move out of the money was $2. That means he thinks it's going to get there. The market maker's protecting himself. To pay $2 for a $1 move lets me 100% lets me know that something's going to happen. That's a different another way of analyzing things. It's much more sophisticated. You have to watch premium for many days, long time. Yeah, K-Bar, it does. It lets you do like interactive brokers and a couple other ones. It should let you do Thinkorswim. It's probably the biggest platform for retail outside. No, yeah, I don't think Robinhood's passed them yet. I hope that little tutorial was valuable for you guys. Those moves happen bare minimum 3 times a week. That's being modest. It happens every single day, but it happens at least 3 or 4 times a week on the names that we all watch, on the FANGs. Let's see if we can catch another one. Maybe even to the upside. So it looks like we're bouncing. Is that a double bottom? That is a double bottom. So it would work the same way to the upside. So we have a double bottom here. You want to see another. So it would take another 15 minutes really to get above the ADMA. So that would be. So again, you would just inverse it. It would be the exact same thing. Double bottom. You want to candle close above the ADMA or strong volume. Pushed above it before entering, but you should be eyeing it right now. So just patiently waiting. I think the short-term bottom is in. So we'll see. What are you guys watching? SPX went positive, and Q went positive. Got another maybe 30 or 45 minutes before I got to run. It's dead. It's stalled. Well, yeah, Square doesn't have it either. Not much going on, folks. What? Oh shit. AMD. Let's look at AMD. AMD there 0.68. What time frame, Andrew? Which direction did you pull a fib? Let's see. Daily. Let's see. All right, so near the 0.618, bounced off of it. I mean, it's holding. Let me pull a different way. Let's pull from here to here. Let's just remove this one for the time being. So what's that look like, Andrew? It looks like a move at least to 141, 142, which is what I called resistance. Somewhere around here? No. Where did I call it resistance? Oh, I said I wouldn't play it until it got above 142. So if you take away the swing high, swing low from way down here and kind of play it most recently, pull this back up, and play it most recently, boom, this is what you get. So it held let's see, the 0.618 held on the daily from a fib drawn much further back, but the most recent move from top to bottom should get it at least to the golden pocket. And then from there it has to decide what it wants to do. That makes sense? Yep, looks the same. Okay, cool. So we're on the same page. All right, so I can bring the big fib back, I think. Let me see. There it is. Cool. All right. So I'll bring the big one back. Where did I pull from? Yeah, I pulled from here. It's the most recent impulsive move. Right. So impulse move, top, bring it back down. Tried to give up the 0.786. You're more than welcome. Tried to give up the 0.786 and came back to the must hold area 2 days ago. Was that Monday? This has to hold here. I actually can't remember why I drew it there. Let me see. Why did I draw that there? Oh, because it was the GP. It was a 707. Yep. So the must hold area held, and I think it grinds. Slowly back up. So, all right. So just as I said, double bottom. We're looking for 15 minutes, 5, 10, 15 minutes above the ADMA. You start looking at contracts. This candle closes in 2 minutes. This is scalping 101 right here. This is as good of a tutorial as you'll get live. Oh man, Warwick's drinking Bang. Not Bang, bro. Not to be confused. Alright. So, this is a 50-cent move. Oh, maybe a little less. Dollar move. Double bottom. Should be keeping an eye on it here. You're looking, again, just to get above the ADMA. And looking for big bull volume coming in. Let's see what the 2 minute looks like. So we got the volume. Broke the trend line. Might get a retest. So you get a back test of the trend line and the ADMA. And you should see it rocket. We'll see. Maybe not rocket. But the move was here. Double bottom, ADMA. Some people were playing for like 10%, There's people who scalp, $2 million to make, 100 grand. 2 minute gives me anxiety, so I'm switching back to the 5, the 15. Don't like that. 15 minute is probably the most important if you're day trading. If you guys don't have any other tickers, I might hop off early, walk the dog. It's a pretty slow day, mellow. Oh, no, stop. Looks cold outside. All right, let's just go through these again. Then I'll head off into the sunset. See you guys in the Discord. Let's see. All right. Let's go back to SPX. So we double bottomed, 15 minute here. I don't know how this turned into scalping 101. Long tail, double bottom, looking for a close above the ADMA. We'll get back to where we were earlier in the day. So, plus 30 or 40 points. And Q. This is still ugly. Tech still isn't pretty. Has to get above the ADMA, otherwise we're coming back down. AMD is going to do its thing. It's under the 8, but above the golden pocket. So Roblox can't really play that until what do I have my alerts at? I think $90.05. So can't play that until above there. Amazon completely unplayable right now. This is chop. What do you get into a contract here for? It's not worth anything now. Give me 1 second. He needs to be let out. 1 sec. All right, that's the last intermission. All right. Nothing here. Amazon's unplayable right now. Netflix also unplayable. What are you going to do? Can't buy puts, can't buy calls. You get eaten up. HD is ugly. Start looking for plays for earnings, though. I think it recaptures the ADMA. Recapture the 8. You can see 400, 420, somewhere around there. HD loves to run. Google's doing its thing, inversing the market. SPY is probably going to test that 707 again. Facebook's not doing anything. Disney's not doing anything. Keep an eye on NVIDIA. It's the middle of the channel, no man's land. But, again, if tech gets going, we can see 300 in no time. But this 3 bar is just, it's similar to AMD. Chips got to do something. Or nothing. I mean, hell, they can chop around, but you're looking for a move up here. So very similar to AMD, same chart. Kind of just want to see that, just a natural gravitation. JPM, again, earnings Friday. Not much going on there. Square, you can't play until the break of the trend line, 150-ish. And not $1 before. Uber, ugly, turd. DraftKings, boy, biggest disappointment. I mean, we were buying this thing at 65 at one point last year, right? Just ugly. Ooh, 75. Ugly. Snap let us all down today. But it won't be the last time. It won't be the last time to be let down or the last time we'll be able to play it. So keep an eye on it. But it's in the middle of a wedge or maybe even a channel. I'll redraw it later on. But Palantir I can take off. Retail destroyed that name. Zoom is ugly. Roku is doing Roku things. That's a bear flag on the daily. Snow is interesting because it gets back above the 8 and it has traction. This area is congested, so maybe it touches 300 again and runs, but snow above 300 is pretty safe. You didn't miss anything, brother. I'm about to probably gonna head out. There's not much going on. It's pretty flat. You missed a nice. You'll have to go back and watch watch the replay at maybe the 2-hour mark. I gave a nice little scalp tutorial, and I committed to scalping live next week. So I hope you enjoyed breakfast or dropping the kid off. I forget which one you do around this time. Docu huge gap, not worth touching till then. Shop is unplayable too. Look at Bitcoin before we get out of here. Nice reversal. I still hold on to my proclamation of us seeing 30,000 here before we see 50 again. So, yeah, bro. It was pretty epic. It was Apple. It was Apple scalp. Just kind of walk through what I do when I'm scalping. So I think that's it, guys. I'm gonna go walk the dog. Be back in 30 or 45. Get my steps in, get the cardio, and then I will be back in the Discord. Thank you guys as always for tuning in. These are really fun. I really enjoy them. Thumbs up, subscribe, share it with people, rewatch it. Maybe I'll chop up that that 5 or 10 minutes that I was talking about scalps. But it was a good tutorial. So you guys who aren't in the Discord, have a great rest of your day and a great trading day. And I'll see the Option Swing fam soon.